Turtle? Turtle! Turtle!
Turtle.
Yeah, that's American. Turtle! Leave. Leave right now before I fall any deeper. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do my going out for a party look that is quite quick and easy for those of you out there that don't like to spend too much time getting ready. So as you can see today I'm wearing my turtleneck because it's getting quite cold out there. It is almost mid-November in the UK, so it's just getting a little bit chilly and I just felt like I wanted to wear something nice and comfortable. I do need to go shopping soon and get some nice woolly jumpers and thick jumpers, but really trying to save some money. I'm also looking incredibly tired today. It is almost 8 o'clock whilst I'm filming this video, so I've obviously done a full day at work, so if I look a bit tired it's because of that. As you know, I'm doing a evening makeup, my evening makeup, so I will go through the products that I'm using today. A lot of those I've already talked about in previous videos. I will also show you how I apply my eyelashes. These are eyelashes that I bought from Boots and they're very cheap. I've bought them for £2.75 I think, and they come with their own glue, but this glue is the worst to use basically. It never really does anything, so I tend to use different glue for applying fake eyelashes. Okay, so I'll start off with my Huda Beauty pre-makeup base. I don't apply that much actually. They always advise not to apply too much of this on your face. It does do the trick though. I apply about this much and it really does the trick. If you want your makeup to be glued on your face, use that. It's perfect when you want to have a long wearing makeup on for whatever reason you're out throughout the day. It's your wedding day, for example. That's perfect. I'm going to now apply my Fenty Beauty eye primer. I'm going to apply that on my eyelid. I used to apply the makeup base on my eyelid as well, but I did find that using a eye primer does the trick even better. So this Fenty Beauty eye primer is really good and it's not too expensive. So I'm gonna let this go in the skin a bit. So next up, I don't go straight to applying my foundation. I tend to do my eyes first, just because if any of the eyeshadow falls on your skin, you can then take it off. I don't know, I just prefer applying my eye makeup first. I always have done it that way. So with this Fenty Beauty Killawatt that I've purchased recently, as you can see I use it quite a lot. With the color Lighting Dust, so this one here, so not the sparkling one, so the matte one, I now have been applying it as a base for my on my eyelid, and I pretty much have been using it every day. So for day makeup, for work makeup, also for going out makeup, and it really does work for me. And also this wasn't too expensive either. Sorry, I've got hiccups. I never actually thought that I was going to be using it as much as I do. It comes with me everywhere nowadays in my 2 big makeup bags. So yeah, I am using the MAC 221 brush to apply the base of the on my eyelid. What I do tend to do, and I should really be doing, is whenever I apply product on the brush, I should be doing this, but I totally forget. I know I have to, but I forget. Okay, so yeah, so I've applied plenty of this. I make sure I go in the corner of my eye as well. I can already see that some of it's done underneath there, so I'm gonna take another brush and just wipe it off. I'm really glad that today is, I think, the first time I don't actually have a very bad skin or I don't have spots all over my face, so I'm really pleased, because normally whenever I do like any makeup related video, my face looks awful. So today's the day, finally, yes. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to apply the shadow in the crease of my eye. I will be using my MAC Solar Glow ×9 eyeshadow. Yeah, so the color I'm going to go in the crease is this one here, the middle one. So today I'm going to go with a more natural party look. So today I'm going to go with more pinks and mauves. So what I tend to do with my eye makeup is I start from the middle of the crease and go down, and I end up basically doing like a line down here and just blending it in. This brush is the MAC 219 brush, and this brush is particularly for the crease area of your eye. So yeah, I don't know how much you can see, but obviously this is not blended in, so I am applying this and then I blend it in with the other colors. I think a very good sort of tip is I'm going to use this mirror here, you need to practice on your own face. You can watch millions of videos of how people apply makeup, but at the end of the day you should be the person that knows best on how to apply makeup for your own face. I've never ever had a makeup course. I have watched a lot of videos about makeup, and I'm talking I probably would say months of videos. I've always been very passionate about makeup, but I've never been interested in necessarily learning to apply makeup to become a makeup artist. What I do really want to do is learn how to apply makeup for myself. So that is in my plan. It's just learning new tricks, new ways to, I don't know, for example, be able to apply makeup for more of a smoky eye. So I don't know how to do a smoky eye. I have an idea of how to, just bang on a lot of black, but I think more for me it's just learning new techniques, on how to do my eyebrows a bit thicker, so things like that. My sister's actually has become a makeup artist recently, and she's promised me that she's going to teach me some tricks. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to blend in the crease color a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with the MAC 268S, and this is for the corner of your eye, and I'm going to apply the Fenty. I'm going to go back to Fenty Beauty and apply the more glittery part of the Killawatt Duo, and the color of it is the Fire Crystal. I'm flying to France tomorrow, got a half-day holiday, and I am going to visit my sister, so I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a girly weekend. One of my very good friends is joining us, so it's going to be a really great weekend. I'm also really excited to go to Sephora. I'm very excited to go to Sephora because they have so many great products, that shop, and you just can't. My problem is with online shopping, and I don't know if anyone feels this way, I find it really hard to get the right products for me, from makeup to clothes. Clothes is the worst. I just don't really understand how you're supposed to know what suits you and what type of clothes and what type of fabrics and all of that, because unless you try them on and unless you see what they look like, I just don't really understand online shopping. Okay, so what I'll probably do now, looking at it, I'm probably gonna have to go in with a bit of a darker color in the crease, just because the glitter bit of the Fenty Beauty one is it's quite light. So the color that I'm gonna go in is we're going back to the MAC. It's called Moon Rock, which is this one right here. This is quite a bit darker. So I'm literally just gonna apply it on the crease, and then I'm going to go back in and make sure that everything is nice and tidy and blend in everything. The good thing about makeup is you can always go back and correct it if you're not under pressure to be somewhere. Trouble is, I always am. Alright, so I think I'm getting there. I do apply a bit on the side of my eye. It makes the makeup look so much better. So I'm going to go and do my foundation next. Foundation that I'm using is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r. This is the soft matte long wear foundation. The color is 240. Now this is it's quite a bit darker than my skin tone. But what I do like to do is, when I do go out, is I like to apply a slightly darker color than my sort of my day-to-day foundation, just because I feel it looks better in pictures. It just looks a bit better. It looks like you're sun-kissed. I do really miss my tan from this summer. And I'm applying it with my beauty sponge. The beauty blender, I just can't get used to it. I just still love my beauty sponge. It's so much cheaper as well. You always find them on offer. I feel like it soaks the product a lot better. You can see I've already got a bit darker. Well, I'll make sure that I go down my neck. Obviously it doesn't really matter today because I'm wearing a turtleneck. So yeah, I haven't applied a whole load of the foundation on my sponge, and it really blends in, and it stretches the foundation. That's even a way of describing it. But you don't have to apply a lot of product for it to go a long way, which of course I love, because the less you apply, the longer your foundation lasts. And this foundation is only £26, so it's not too bad price wise. Okay, so I'm gonna let the foundation sort of sink in my skin. I'm going to actually do my contouring with my bronzing compact from Clarins. I'm pretty lucky in terms of my cheekbones. I've got quite defined cheekbones, so hence why I don't apply a huge load. But what I would say for those people that are fans of contouring is, if you go on Google and type in contouring for, I don't know, whatever face type you have, it gives you like one picture of every face type, or face shape rather, sorry, a face shape, and it also it tells you how you should contour. Make sure you always blend in if you are contouring, you blend it in. Okay, so I've pretty much done my contouring, nice and easy. Next up, I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm currently using the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit it's a bit too dark for my eyebrows. I do feel like it's a bit too dark, but I said I'm going to France tomorrow, and I'm going to go straight to Sephora to get my brow wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm not the best at doing eyebrows. I just basically follow my eyebrow shape. So I would love to know how to do quite thick eyebrows. Although saying that, I don't think that it suits me when my eyebrows are too thick. Some people tattoo their eyebrows. I don't really like that. I wouldn't do that. Just because I would be very, very worried that they'd do the wrong shape. Can you imagine if they did? Obviously some of the product might fall on, and what I tend to do is I use my color contour from Anastasia Beverly Hills. There's barely anything in it, but I'm not letting it go. There's some of it left, and I use it alongside the eyebrow just to give it a shape, better shape. What's my eyebrow look like? I will brush them in a bit more as the color tends to be a bit too dark, and I don't like that either. This is my natural hair color, so my natural hair color is really dark. My eyebrows are pretty dark, but I don't like my eyebrows to be black. Also with eyebrows, what you need to do is make sure that you look at the mirror that is further away from you, rather than just look at into a mirror that is too close, because what you see close up, you just need to make sure that you use the mirror further away from you as well, just to get the perfect eyebrow. Alright, so now I'm going to brush in the eyebrow, and I actually use a MAC eyebrow brush. I think it's the 204 brush. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my fake eyelashes. I think that the best eyelashes are the MAC eyelashes. The only thing about MAC eyelashes is that all of them are quite thick, so I do like to use eyelashes that are just a bit more natural. So like these ones, they're not as sort of thick, and they're more of a, I would say, day-to-day eyelash. With eyelashes is when you apply your glue, and I think the glue that I like the most is the Eyelure Lash Fix adhesive. It comes with different other types of eyelashes. What you need to take into consideration is when you apply the glue on the eyelash is to make sure that you leave the glue on. They say up to 30 seconds. If you don't, well, if I don't, what I end up doing is having to take the eyelash off, apply more glue, and then do that, and it just drives me insane. They say to also bend the eyelash a little bit, and very, very importantly, most eyelashes, they're quite long, they're quite big for the eye, so I tend to put the eyelash on, apply the eyelash on my eye, and then see how much I need to cut. I probably cut about three lashes to fit my eye. And sorry, another thing is I use this as cotton buds to just press the eyelash against the fake eyelash against my own eyelash. And another tip is try and apply it on the eyelash rather than the skin, because it applies better. I've applied the first eyelash, and I'm going in with applying the second eyelash. For some reason the second eyelash, when I cut it, it's like missing one lash, but it'll be fine. I think I might have done is I might have applied this one too far down, but I will correct it with the fact that I'm applying mascara. So I don't apply mascara before I apply the eyelash. I apply mascara after I've applied the eyelash, because it sticks together. much better. So what I'm going to do now is go in with my mascara, and then they stay on properly. And so what the last thing I'm going to do is I am going to apply my liquid eyeliner. I'm going to use the Lancome liquid eyeliner. It's called Artliner. And the reason why I add the eyeliner at the end is because sometimes you might see a little bit of glue on, and it just perfects the sort of the makeup look. Before I apply my powder, my sort of the fix, where I use the Dior Forever Extreme Control, I go back with my eye corrector and I apply it underneath my eyes. It makes your eyes look more awake. Something that I definitely need today, because I look incredibly tired. Now just go back with the sponge, and if I've taken any makeup off, anything like that, just go back in. Okay, so I will apply my powder, my powder that fixes my makeup, and I go in with my powder brush, which is the big brush, and I just go all over my face. Before I apply my lipstick, I will go in with the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. This is in the darker shades. So I use my brush, sort of angled brush, and I tend to use this 3. This is a lot darker, but I love it. It's got more copper colors. I tend to actually use these colors for my shadow, these two particularly. It's called Aruba and Bora Bora, these two. And I go on the temple. Gives you that sun-kissed look. Go back with my Fenty Beauty and use the Fire Crystal. But I need to sort of make sure that I blend it in. And literally apply it on my cheeks. When you do this, you can see it. Bit of my nose, my Cupid's bow here. Temple again. And I'm looking very highlighted. So last but not least, my lipstick. I am currently using the Kat Von D lipstick in the color Lovecraft. This is the first Kat Von D lipstick product that I have. I love the color, love it. So this is it. This is my going out makeup that I find quite quick, quite easy when I want to look like I've put some effort, but I haven't just applied layers and layers and layers and layers of makeup. So this is it from me today. Thanks for tuning in. I'd love to know in the comments below if you like this makeup. Is there any type of makeup that you'd like me to try on my channel, or are there any tips or tricks on how you like to do your going out for a party, going out for an event makeup? Please do let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, you know, interact on my channel. I'd love to see a bit more interaction, and also turn on the notification button because it will tell you when I've uploaded a new video, which is every Monday. I'll see you soon.